and happy Monday. So I was going to share some excerpts from Living in the Present, which is a section in Zelig Pliskin's Gateway to Happiness book. So the quote to kind of usher in the chapter is, "The past is only memories. The future is but imagined hopes. Focus on the present, for that is where your life really is, and it consists only of tests." No pressure. So, let's see. Okay, this is about the past. When looking back at your past suffering, feel joy. Strange. They have already benefited you by atoning for your misdeeds, and at present, you no longer feel pain from those past misfortunes. So I always find analogies between us and disciplining children to be very, very helpful when it comes to suffering or pain or things that, we don't quite understand why it's happening to us, but it's uncomfortable. So as we know, sometimes when we discipline a child, they really don't like it. They really want candy at night, but we know that if they eat candy before bed, they don't brush their teeth, they're going to get cavities, it's going to not end up very well. We know that sometimes causing a child to cry or scaring them so that they don't run in the busy street again is disciplining them. It's uncomfortable, but it's out of our love. So too, when God gives us things and it's uncomfortable for us or it feels like we're suffering, it is in a way discipline and love. If only we had the insight to know what it is that he's trying to teach us all the time, that would be great. But to feel joy of how did I grow from that experience, what positives came from that experience. And the book explains that only fools waste their present moments regretting what is over and done with. They will constantly say, if only I hadn't gotten involved in this venture, I wouldn't have suffered. If only I would have stayed an hour longer, this wouldn't have happened. We're not prophets, and there is no possible way to know in advance exactly what will be. Try to protect yourself from harm, but realize we can never plan for every contingency. So this kind of segues into the future, how people who are very future-oriented can really take themselves out of the present by focusing on an unknown entity that we can't anticipate that we're even going to be gifted with another day, another 10 years. We pray that we do, but the book explains that it's irrational to waste time worrying about how you will manage to support yourself in the future. If you have enough for the present, why worry about what tomorrow will be? And that a person with this awareness will actually not build up in his mind an exaggerated picture or standards, essentially, of the potential pleasure he will have in the future, and hence he will not be overly frustrated if things do not work out as he had hoped. So, of course, we can walk into situations optimistically and hopefully, but not to the extent that we're planning it so much in our head or having anxiety over something, because in the same way that everything in the past was for the good, Gamzela Tova, everything in the future really will be for the good. And by focusing too much on one or the other, we lift ourselves out from where we are right now, which is a gift in and of itself, and it's where we're meant to be. So last but not least, always try to utilize your present moments for growth, like mentioned in the beginning, that everything is a test. A person who masters coping, and better yet, feeling joy in his present moments, need never worry about the future. When the future comes, it will be the present, and he will be able to handle it. Moreover, if you master feeling joy in your present moments, you need never be concerned you are missing anything, since whatever you engaged in can be transformed into an elevating experience. So I hope that this can bring I know for me it brought tremendous comfort of just remembering to be in the here and now, and even if we think about the future, how can we really enjoy it if we haven't even learned how to experience and enjoy and relish in the present moment? And when it comes to kind of turning aside or closing the door on the past, letting go of bitterness, letting go of regret, letting go of anything that's holding us down from growing. Those feelings and those thoughts can maybe be the catalyst to growth and changing ourselves, but if they keep us stagnant and they keep us, in a bad state, then we can't go forward. It's much easier to move forward with joy and happiness, and like any other muscle, it takes exercising, and that's why this book, Gateway to Happiness by Zelig Pliskin, is a winner, and I highly recommend. Have a great day.